We're going to lift up your heels. Inhale. Let's start with a lift of your heels and exhale, and an inhale and an exhale, and lift and up. And let's check in with the cues. The shoulders are down the back. Each of your metatarsal heads, your toe heads, has equal weight. Breathe in. There's a little pause at the top. 5, good. 4 more. 3, 2, and then 1. And then take a little bit of a squat here, a squat position I'll call second. And we're just going to take 10 here, making sure the legs are warmed, getting some strength, heels heavy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, gorgeous, and then the more normal squat. So a chair squat and 10. Good, neck is easy. And what you're also doing is making sure the knees track with the second toe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Now, lifting up the right leg, hold, see if you can turn, and if you'd like, you can add your hand on your thigh and rotate. Hold. We're going to do a little balance drill. 10. That also wakes up the back. Inhale, face front, arms down, arms out like a T, foot down. Lift up the other leg. Now, if you'd like to add a rotation, the hand can help you. And look over your shoulder. 10. When you move the head like that, it does challenge the body more in these one balance drills. 4, 2, and then arms open, face forward, let that down. Now one more drill for the balance. So take your leg up and then try to balance here. We're going to add on, but just do static for 10. Now if you'd like to add on, bend the knee that's in the air like you're doing a hamstring curl in the air. 2, 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now come back up, and then one more balance in the air, the other leg of course, and hinge. At first just hold for 10 once you get to your point of balance. So parallel to the floor maybe 10, or diagonal for modified 2. Adding on, bend that knee that's in the air, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, and then come back up. Nice job. We're going to head down to the floor. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to do a little plank for the core. Now when you're ready, your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Hold. Feel your belly pull in. Reignite those abs. Hold strong. See if you can hold for another 20 count. Take an inhale. Now on the exhale, turn, and we're going to lift up. This is side plank. We're waking up all these muscles. We're reviewing form. Beautiful. Get that posture. Beautiful. Take that inhale. And exhale to lower. Now we're going to go to the other side. Just a basic side plank. Hold. Static. Good. It's like your back's against a wall. Breathe in, stretch out that hand. Inhale. And then lower your hip. Nice job. Now we're going to do one big swan. So your legs are long, you're either on your forearms or you can go up to your swan where your hands help you. Oh good, I can see you better, Shereen. What a gorgeous view. Okay, 10. This is the swan for the upper back. Good, I like the way you're grabbing your props if you want them. 5. Also add the breath. Inhale, and then lower. Now the hands are gonna go beside your hips. We're gonna do a little bit more with that back. This time you lift up without your hands helping you, maybe even your legs. And relax for a moment, and then if you care to add on, your hands can be at your low back, maybe resting or interlaced, and go up. Good, you'll notice you go up and down. And then relax. You know, we're going to go for the bow here. Bend the knees. Hold on to the feet. Inhale, come up. Relax for a moment. We're going to do that again, and you might even add on a little rocking component or the other foot. So go up, and then if you want to add on, you push into your hands and you add this little rock, not by bending and straightening the knees or bobbing the head, but from the strength of your quads. Take another inhale. Relax into a child pose or whatever is restorative for you. I'm going to press the hips back, for example, and curl the toes under to get the feet a stretch. Good. And then come up to a hands and knees where you're certainly welcome to fold your knuckles, or if you would like another prop, you can put your forearms on the arc. Otherwise, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now this is going to feel like your back's getting good attention. If you want to add on, you'll lift your shins and then you'll do the beast. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Breathe in and make that back get some good mobility training. Arms strong. And then recover back to a child pose. You either hips back, or you can leave the hips in the air if you need that for your back. Really good. All right. Let's go back to a front plank. We're going to be adding on a move where we add a dolphin and a plank. The backup plan would be just to do a plank. So another modification would be to go on the knees. But here's your plank, and then you lift your hips up, and then you shift back down. 1, lift up. 2, lift up. 3, 4, 5, keep breathing. 6, good. 7, 8, 9. Now on the 10, rest your hips. You're in a sphinx here, but then you're going to add on press your hands. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. Now we're going to go to the side plank. If you care to add on, you can let this tree pose be an addition. Your foot can be on the calf or the inner thigh. Hold static. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower your hip with care. Let's go to the other side. So this foot can be on the calf or the inner thigh. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and lower your hips. Really good. Now let's take a sip here. Nice job. We're going to go back to the front plank and we're going to go forward and back 10 times as if you're in a hollow tube. So come to your forward plank. Once you're ready, you could add on the push forward with your toes. Back and forth, 10 reps. Really pull your belly in. Neck soft. 8. Nose behind your sternum. In other words, your head's not falling. Perfect. Now we're going to go to the side. Let your hand, now what you could do is put your knuckles under, like your knuckles are on your temple. Now come up, and if you would like to add on, rotate. Inhale and rotate. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, strong. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let your hip down. Here we go on the other. Now your elbows down, your knuckles are at your temples. Lift up. Inhale. Good. Nice, Shireen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. All right, we're going to take a little sip and then do an ab pose where we balance. So make sure you're comfortable, but you're between your sit bones and your tailbone. You're lifting up your feet. Now, right now you can let go of your hands. They're not on your thighs, in other words, but if you'd like to extend your legs, hold. 10. Yeah, 10, 9, and sternum a little closer to your knees. 5, yep, 5, 4, squeeze the legs together. 3, 2, and then 1. Nice job. Let your feet down, roll down. Now I'm going to demonstrate, and we're going to do together curling up and down 10 times. Again, spinal articulation is our focus. So are hamstrings and glutes. But feel that part of your back that might need more attention, get some attention now. Breathe in and out. Go all the way down and up. And inhale. And then just hold a bridge for 10. If you care to add on, interlace your fingers underneath your back and add that on. 10. And then lower your spine down and either do more of those, or if you'd like to add on, your fingertips come behind your back and you're going to add on a 26 of these crisscrosses. You can also do bridge as a backup plan. And take 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover, and then hug the legs in for a moment and rock a little bit right and left. Nice job. And then take the left leg down and lift the right leg up and take 6 leg circles one way and try to get some big range of motion. Try to enjoy the stretch. Yeah. And try 6 the other way, big range of motion. The other hip flexor is getting a release too as it pours down. And before we switch the sides, just leave that leg in the air and at a point and a flex and really reach through your foot. And then inhale, feel that stretch. Other side, so slide the leg up, the other leg goes down. Now draw at least 6 each way. Breathe in and enjoy. And then of course 6 the other way, big. and then hug. Now you can add on a point and a flex. And then pull the toes back. And we're going to be putting some of that together. Yeah, try both legs up, hands beside your hips or on the second pocket of the arc. Circle the legs as a unit and feel that sacrum. Ooh, legs longer is harder, knee bend is easier. Inhale and then exhale. The lower you take your legs, the harder it is. Try 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and then hug. Hug, hug, hug. Terrific job. And then this is going to be a move to get us up. So you can take a bicycle, not to be confused with crisscross, but pretend like you're just huge bicycle, like a circus bicycle. All right, now you could take the legs further away for you for harder or in close for easier. If you care to add on, go all the way up and then back down. You could also make it harder, taking your fingers behind your head, your elbows wide. All right, try 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And then once you go up, you did it, great job. And grab a sip. And if you care to grab your roller, we're going to add on some potential advanced options. If you have your roller and care to use it, you're going to put your roller at the foot end of your mat. You're going to put your forearms at the head end of your mat. And you're going to do an inchworm. So let me see how everybody looks. Now, what you'll do is slightly toe in and have the foam roller nearer your knees. And then when you bend your knees, you pull them underneath you. This is inchworm. And then you go back to plank and feel that good muscle release you get on your shin muscles. 5, 6, good, like it. 7, 8, 9. Good job, guys. Take a breather. You're doing really good. The next one is going to be a diagonal inchworm. So your knees go to your left elbow, they go straight, then your knees go to your right elbow. You're doing great. We're going for 10 in total. So get ready, bend the knees towards the left elbow and then straighten and then towards the right elbow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then take a breather. Good job. This next one is a pike. Your hips are going to lift like dolphin, kind of like what we did earlier, but we're going to do it on the foam roller this time. So you'll feel your abs scoop. So you're going to get ready, inhale, and then lift your hips. You're going to be rolling out your shins. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and recover. Woo! I bet you guessed what's coming next. It's a diagonal hip lift. So you're going to be going to the left corner and then down and then right corner down. Legs stay long. Get your forearms ready. Here we go. Lift your hips but angle them left and then plank and then angle them right. Plank. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and recover. Going to tuck in this shirt so it's easier to see form. This next one is inchworm. Excuse me, it's not inchworm, it's 4 points of leg. You're gonna love it, but inchworm's the backup plan. So when you go to forearms and your legs are out, you do the inchworm first, and then you take a left, take a right, and then you go back to plank. Then you bring it into inchworm, and then you take a right, and then you take a left, and then you send it back. Isn't that fun? Come under, take a left, take a right, send it back, bring it in, take a right, take a left. All right, one more each side leads. Come in, take a left, take a right, send it back, bring it in, take a right, take a left, send it back, and then recover. Nice job, grab a sip. Cheers to cardio workouts with the foam roller in the abs. Woo! Speaking of foam roller, let's stretch all this out. We're gonna take swan with the foam roller as an option. I do like the fact that you can get up higher on these, so if it's too much for you, just go back to normal swan. Knife down, inhale, here we go, up. Keep going. I'm going to adjust my shirt here. 2. There we go. Up. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9. Now hold it. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower. All right, we're going to do that again. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then lower, and then come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, good Jean, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, hold, and lower. Now let your arms be your pillow, and you're going to lengthen one leg up, and then lengthen the other leg up. Lengthen and lengthen. There's a phenomena that's happening where people are getting gluteal amnesia, a lot of sitting. And what we do is try to work, we work the glutes every class. And that way we can help prevent some low back issues from happening. And if you care to add on, flutter your legs where both are off the ground and you flutter, a tight vertical flutter. Relax your jaw. And then see if you can tap the feet in the air, horizontal adduction, tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. All right, try 10 more. All right, now I'm going to have the knees bend and just do a little rock and left, like you're rocking and rolling, or your windshield wipers. That'll feel like you're releasing. Now we're going to use the foam roller for a moment on this next one. Let your arms be like before, where you roll up and your arms are on the roller, and then when you go down this time, lift up your legs. Now lower your legs and lift up your upper body. Now lift up your legs. Now lift up your upper body. And lift up your legs and your upper body and your legs and your upper body and your legs. Inhale. Now hold yourself up again. Those of you that want to do a swan rock, you can. It would be inhale, and then you might have to get rid of that roller, and then you rock. Or you can do it slow, or you can just hold your swan. And then when you're ready, push back. A child pose, I'm going to offer an elbow bend on this one. Good, and I did 10 in a row if you want a different challenge. Yeah, you could do 10 in a row. The back really works then. Bend the elbows, 5. All right, grab a sip, and I'm going to be adding on Maldrasana. Now, those of you that want Maldrasana, you can do it on your forearm, or you can do it like this. Good job. And open. Now, if you prefer, do this on your hand. I'm going to show that next. 10, 2, 3. There you go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now exhale, lower, take it to the other. You can do this forearm on the plank, or you could do a Maldrasana on the hand. Go up, 2, take that inhale, and then exhale, come down. Really good. Go to your shins. Take one leg out. Go to your fingertips on the temples position. 2, 3, 4, 5, right in here. 6, 7, if it's too easy, you can always change your lever. 8, isn't that cool? All you do in Pilates mat is change your lever. All right, now you're going to add rotation on this next set. So when you go down, you rotate. Go down, rotate. The lower you go, the harder it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to do 2 awesome stretches. One's here. Keep going. Add a rotation down, breathe. Add a rotation up, breathe. The hand that's in the air comes up and over. Now, I like to take this top foot back a little to lift the hip. You get a little more psoas and hip flexor stretch. Breathe. Ah, isn't that nice? I know I say it all the time, but act like I'm pulling your arm. 5. Breathe into that rib cage. You're stretching elbow long on the top. Lengthen that elbow. Exhale up. Now we're going to go to the other side. So take your other foot long, your other knee long. And fingertips could be where you put, you could put your fingertips at your temples. If you know you want a little harder, you can lengthen your arms. Framing the face. 5, keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9. The next one is to add rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to do a stretch on this side. Parigraha is what it's called in yoga. Breathe in. Add a little rotation down. Add a little rotation up. This hand that's in the air goes up and down to the floor. Now back foot goes further back. Up your heart, elbow lengthens on the top arm if you can. Yeah, stretch it long. And hip lifts up. Breathe into that side you're stretching. Inhale. And then exhale. Great job. Grab a sip if you'd like. And Cheers. You're going to grab your foam roller if you would like for a side plank. It's just going to be static because it's enough at first just to get used to it. If you stack your feet, it's harder. If you stagger them, it's a little easier. A modification would be that you just do a normal plank side on the forearm and on the foot. Hold, hold, hold. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Breathe in. Now exhale, lower the hip with care. Here we go to the other side. Now if you stack your feet, it's a little harder. If you stagger them, it's a little easier. Another way to do this is just on the floor. Yep, there you go, Jean, come on up. Inhale, lower that hip with care. Now on this one, you're going to put your ankle calf area on the foam roller. You could put your hands behind you and lift. If that doesn't feel right, do a reverse plank. Another thing you could do is a bridge. Hold 10. Inhale, and then lower your hips, and we're going to hold on to the feet or the ankles, and then stretch out if you can. Good. Breathe. 10, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the legs go together. Whoop! Try to balance there. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really good job. Nice job. And now let the feet on the roller. Make sure you have enough room. So like for me, I have to move up a little so that when I roll back, I have enough room to be on the mat. Let the feet be on the roller, adjust it. In other words, if you need, curl up and down with your bridging on the roller. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now stay up if you would care to add on 10 little pulses up and down. And if you care to add on, push your feet forward and back. Now, lower your spine and let's take a happy baby here, and then we're going to do a little bit more. But for now, stretch out those hamstrings. Knees can go down on either side of your rib cage. And then your feet go back on. And this time, if you care to add on, first lift up and then take a leg in the air and lower and lift. And lower and lift. Now this is single bridge. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now same leg in the air is going to flex. 1, 2, 3. Hips touch the floor. 4. Keep that right knee long. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let that hip down. Take your other leg down and lift up your other leg. Okay, point the toes in the air and go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now flex that foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let the foot down, roll your spine down, and take your hands to your feet or your inner ankles. Let the knees be wide so you have a butterfly stretch, bound angle. Your feet can touch if you want, Betty. Yeah, no problem either way. This is just a little bit more inner thigh. 5. You can rock a little bit too. 4, 3, 2. Let your feet go back on the roller, and I want you to walk it away a little bit, halfway between long and bent. So maybe 45-degree angle in your knees. You'll know when you go up if you need to adjust. So nothing should hurt your knees. Go up and down. Go up. Good. Feel your glutes, feel your hamstrings. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now hold it up. Little pulse. 10, 3, 5, 7, 9. Lower. Hug your legs for a moment. And this can be a rock right and left and little ankle movements, point flex, ankle rolls. The next one is going to be a much longer knee. And so you'll take your foam roller out longer and you're going to be on your calf ankle with your knees bent a little. Okay, when you're ready, go up and down and go up and down and up. Good. And down and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now hold it up there. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower. All right, take your right leg up into a long hamstring stretch. If you care to add on, hold your right hand to that foot and lift your left leg off the roller, and you're in a holding on to the big toe pose challenge for 10. Lower your head and take your other leg up and extend your other leg down and lift up. Hold for 10. And bonus, we're going to do 2 more sets of those. Rest again, right hand to your right foot, left leg up, hold up for 10. Lower down, take your left hand to your left foot, right leg long, and come up. 10. Woo! Good. All right, you're doing great. We have 1 more set. Right hand to right foot, left leg long, come up. 10. Lower down, take your left hand to your left foot, right leg up. 10. Now when you go down in the back this time, take your legs out like a V and stretch your legs. Toes pull towards your shin, inner thigh stretch. Now let your hands come underneath your thighs and kick up. Good. All right, so let's do a set of push-ups. You can actually grab a sip, and I want to let you know down in the future, I'll send an email, but on Thursdays, you guys are up for it. I'd like to add some bands and some weights, or like weight training, just a little section so you have a second day a week. So I'll be sending out something. For now, we're going to do a push-up series. You know, you can do these standing on the wall. You know, you can do them on the floor in all fours. You can do them on your knees. So you could also use your band if you have it. I just want to offer a type of push-up or chest press. I'm looking at you. Good. Main thing is, I don't want your joints to hurt. If your joints hurt, we can always find another way. 6, there's no reason to hurt the joints. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. All right, take a little breather any way you need to. And then the next is a tricep. So you, of course, can use a band if you want. Just prepping you for this is your reverse table position. Your feet are here. Good. Good, good, good. And then lift up. So the body weight exercise is this. You bend your elbows and you lift. Good. All right, again, we're going to shoot for 15 and lift your hips higher. Good. That was it, Betty. Up. Your fingers are facing you. Good. Lift your hips. Breathe and try 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. And then we're going to sit any way you want to, but reach one hand forward and pull your fingers under. Now make sure that shoulder blade's down the back and your elbow is long. And then take your other hand forward and pull your fingers under and drop the shoulder. Good. Hands come together and pull the hands low. This is called prayer pose front. And then just give a little shake. Nice job. Now we're going to take the foam roller, and you can add it or not. It's going to be a side plank. We're going to do thread the needle, and we're going to take 10 of these, but you can do them on the plank floor or you can do them on your foam roller. Take your inhale, go up and go through with a big arm, and when your arm is in the air, add on a bonus stretch if you can, where your arm goes way behind you, but you don't lose your balance. You just feel this glorious stretch in your shoulders and your chest. Now inhale, and on your exhale, lower your hip. We're going to do that on the other side. Let your foam roller. All right, here we go. And rotate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, breathing, 9. And then inhale and let that go. Now we're going to do another side plank. We are going to do thread the needle, not thread the needles. We're going to do paint the sky. Take this over here. Take this over here. Go this arm. Paint the beautiful sky. Paint a rainbow. Go up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower that hip. Let's go to the other side. Your ankles are going to have the foam roller. Your forearm's going to be on the mat. Going to go up and over. Go up and over. And 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I love it. All right, let's do a fun one for the upper back. Take this on your back side. Take your feet on the floor. Try to lift up your booty and your hands go behind. And you're just going to roll back and forth. You should feel some good stuff. You can do a back bend if you want. And then you could also do it in flexion. You can roll a little bit right. And you can roll a little bit left. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now turn to me. Roll out your armpit area. It's your lat. And I've got my hand bent underneath my head, and that way I don't have a least bit of strain. Now you're going to feel your armpit, back your armpit where the lat twist. But Karen, you might like this too. If you go back a little, you see how I'm kind of leaning up. I'm getting the scapular attachments. And if you have this really painful point, you may have to rest on it. You'll know what I mean if you know what I mean. What do they say? If you know, you know. But if you're having any trouble with any muscles that are attached to your scapula, you'll feel it when you kind of rotate up, and you might have to roll slow. Like I've got a point right there, that teres minor. Or get the lat, because if you're tight at all in the shoulders, or your arms feel rounded forward, or you've got any congestion in this upper body, this is a good one. All right, take 10 and keep breathing. 9, 8. Okay, take an inhale and come up. Now before we do the other side, I want you actually, just see, what does this feel like? And then what's this feel like? Okay, wow. That's amazing. So my right's normally tighter, but when I do this, now my left's tighter because I haven't rolled it yet. It doesn't hurt, so that means we're ahead of it. So if you don't hurt, but you got release, that's a great sign. If you hurt, go back to do that side, do some more if you want. So see how this feels. I like to put my hand underneath my head so I don't have to hold it up. So if you can find a way to bend that elbow and kind of let your hand help weight the weight of your head. Now, both back and forth. The rear part of the armpit is where your lat twist. The biggest back muscle, but it also, when it's tight, it internally rotates that arm, and it can hurt the back, but it's hard to access on all of the back. So this is one place you can access it. So you don't roll out your ribs, you know. Go back if you have anything going on with your shoulder blade muscles. If you don't know, roll back, see what you got. If you have a really tender spot, wait there and just kind of sink into it, maybe 90 seconds until it changes form or releases a little. Breathe, breathe, and breathe. Good. Breathing. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Roll it out more if you need. Otherwise, when you're ready, come up and then just see how that side feels. Good job, guys. Breathe in. You can see how they both feel. Ooh. Nice. And then we're going to do a foam roller extension. So you're long on the foam roller, your head's on one end and your sacrum's on the other. And roll back, open your arms like a letter T. And if you want to add on, your feet soles touch and your knees open. This is a bound angle. Let your arms relax if you can. Take another inhale. Now, as you're ready, you can come up and we're going to take upper back extension. If you have a block or a pillow, you may be wanting to use that under your head. If you're built really long necked like me, you may not need it, but you want it handy. If you are going over it horizontally, if your head doesn't touch, if it's uncomfortable, grab a block, arms out like a T, and open up. You can see how the sun's changing in the spring. I've got a shadow on the wall, so I'll be figuring that out. So I'll just be cueing to make sure you hear me. The arms are open like a T or a Y. Your palms face the sky. Karen, that looks pretty good. Betty, looks really good. Good, Jean. Good. I like that bound angle as well. Shireen. And just feel the upper back relax. You can also send your breath there in the upper back. Take another inhale. Now as you're ready, your hand can come behind your head to assist. Come up, and we're gonna let the body go down on the floor, and then take this foam roller underneath your sacrum. You could lengthen your knees. A little better spot when you lengthen your knees is that the foam roller is closer to where your glute meets your hamstring. And if it's too much, try lowering the foam roller towards your heels a bit, or just bend the knees, or one at a time. Good, Karen, that's it. Now try to relax those hip flexors. They can pull the low back into lordosis, and they can create some back pain in the low back. And just see if you can relax your body. There's a method called progressive relaxation, where you contract and then you tighten each muscle group. I prefer just to relax each muscle group. So relax your feet. You can try whatever you want though. See what works for you. Relax your thighs. Relax your glutes. Relax your lower back, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, and your mind. And just receive love, wellness, and relaxation. Let the foam roller out for a moment, and if you want to use it underneath your knees, that's a neat trick to kind of keep your low back in a safe place. Now just take about 5 inhale, exhale cycles, breathing in wellness and peace. Inhale, and then as you're ready, wake up your fingers and your toes. Come into a seated position that's comfortable. And then just drop your ear to shoulder, and if you think you want a little bit more stretch, reach your arm down and gently take your hand to your head. Yeah, reach that arm down. Now barely on this side, tuck diagonally, like you're trying to smell. You see where my microphone is, like you're trying to smell a flower on your lapel, or look at your microphone on your shirt. Inhale up. On the other side, ear to shoulder. This arm reaches down. This hand could help, but drop that shoulder. Good. Act like you're trying to look at your microphone on your lapel, or look at your flower on your collar. And then real gentle, chin to chest, hands go behind your head, elbows tucked. And then real gentle, come up and soften your fingers and put your hands at the occipital ridge. Now, when I barely lift my chin, it softens the muscles that attach to the occipital ridge. Try to circle massage those muscles on your occipital ridge. Some of those muscles, the posterior splenius capitis, attaches to the dura mater, so it can create a tension headache, like you probably intuitively knew, but sometimes some research that's not corrupted comes out and then tells you some things that you had a hunch about. So right now you're feeling like you can release those muscles. That's soft. Get those little occipital ridge muscles, and then you can even do your scalp like you're shampooing your head. And then whenever you're ready, just kind of relax, and whoo, I always get chills with that. So notice how free it is. Notice how you feel. And just know that you can do those stretches during the day if you're dealing with any neck tension. You can exhale out any tension, and your hands can go to your heart. So I'm going to focus on wellness and peace today in a soft focus, not an obsessive, but I'm going to look for ways to feel good. I'm going to look for good thoughts, good food, good massage releases, good exercise. I'm going to look for good news, good puppy dogs. I'm going to really focus on things that are well, appreciation, and peace. With so much appreciation to you guys, thank you so much. And Karen, I hope that helped. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts about adding a little weight training on Thursdays, just a little sculpting. Throw it in there. It'll be fun. Thank you guys so much. Have a